to you. Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Won't you share with a friend or two? Good morning, good morning to you. You. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. You. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And many more. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Daring Dialogues. I'm your host today, Shantae Charles. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. It is the last day of January. We've been jokingly saying online that um, it's felt like we've had 365 days in 2 days at many times, or sometimes in one day. Um, a lot of people has felt the mental exhaustion that unfortunately our country is trying to put us through. But in this time of one episode and one announcement after another of sheer chaos, cruelty, and confusion, my admonition to you is going to be to limit the amount of digital press that you are looking at, for one. Number two, try to read your news more than you view your news. And number three, make sure that you do the things to take care of your mental health and your mental health space. So, those three things I think will help everybody when it comes to what you're taking in and what you're digesting. Now, I'm excited because we are moving into February, which is Black History Month. And really, for us, if you've been with us any length of time, you know that Black history here is 365, 24/7, right? But for the month of February, we're going to be looking at two different books. One is called, along with me giving you Black history facts every day, but one is called Black Love Letters. This is one we're going to be reading from, and we'll be reading from this on um, Tuesdays and Wednesdays in this month coming, February. So we'll be reading from Black Love Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It is a collection of letters celebrating the fortitude, the grandeur of Black love, and it includes contributions from um, several different well known Black writers and thought leaders. And then the other one we'll be reading from, celebrating Black love for the month of February in Black History Month. This one I've been waiting to share with you all. It's called I Can't Wait to Call You My Wife, African American Letters of Love and Family During the Civil War Era. We have this notion, and of course we know part of it is propaganda, that Black people didn't love each other or they didn't care about each other. But there was whole periods where after enslavement, people went looking for their relatives. Husbands went looking for their wives or their loved ones. Mothers went searching for their children as well. And so there was a period when after people were released from enslavement, they didn't just go on about their life as if nothing had happened to them. A lot of them actually traveled the country looking and searching for their excuse me, searching for their loved ones. And so this is really talking as, again, it's love, letters of love and family in the Civil War era. This is even while enslavement and things were going on. And so a part of what we do here is we try to share with you readings and writings that will help you to correct your mind about Black life and Black people, and also to correct the record. Okay, so if you want to read along with us, I think this book may be on Libby or it may be on audiobook. So if you want to pick it up through either one of those, the Libby app is free. You can choose to do that. But we'll be reading this on Mondays and possibly Fridays, but we won't start today. All right, but I did want to just let you guys know where we're headed. Again, for the month of February, we're focusing on Black love, love of Black life, love of Black people, love of Black family, romantic Black love, Black love. Okay. And here is, if you're just coming in, here's the first book I shared that we'll be reading from, Black Love Letters. These are love letters to Black people and the Black community. One thing about us, I don't care who tries to put us down. We gonna come together and love on each other. That has always been the ethos of the Black community, and so that's not stopping. I've gotten several messages in my inbox this morning that I was not expecting, of people saying, "Hey, sis, we appreciate you. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for reading aloud. Keep going, keep pressing. Thank you for putting information out that we need to know, that's important to our community, that we might not otherwise see or hear about." Because our news, as you know, has been dominated with the chaos and the cruelty that's been coming out of the Oval Office. But there's other news going on that we need to be aware of, that we need to know is happening in our community. And if you want to stay abreast of those things, you can go to my Facebook page, Black Table Talk, where we share all things Black people, Black life, Black love, Black achievements, and also things that are happening in our country that we need to know about when it comes to Black life. All right, let's take a look at today's words of inspiration. This is coming from Dennis Kimbrough's book. I highly recommend it. I've actually um, bought a couple of copies to hand these out to some of my neighbors. But this is called Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, Daily Motivations for African American Success. Today's topic is new and improved. L. Douglas Wilder, governor of Virginia, said this: "I know no great men or women, only those striving to be. We are measured by what we do, not by what we possess." The true test of civilization, counseled Mary McLeod Bethune, the famed educator, cannot be found in its census, nor the size of its cities, nor its accomplishments. The truest test is the quality of citizen it produces. How interesting that that is today's reading. Character is success, and there is no other. So Dr. Bethune told us the truest test of a nation is the quality of citizens it produces. So we have to ask ourselves, are we a part of the quality? That actually used to be a phrase in Victorian England. If you were in like the top, I think 1% or top 10% of the landed, lorded, um, wealthy in England, you were known as the quality. They called you the quality. So we ask ourselves, are we a part of the quality citizens in our nation? What does it mean for you to be a part of the quality? What makes somebody of quality to you? A lot of people talk about they want quality friends. What does that mean to you? How do you define quality? I tell you what, I don't define quality by uh, celebrating people being harmed. That's not quality to me. So what is in your list of things that makes a quality person, a quality friend? The world, it is said, is in constant search for men and women who are not for sale. Boy, he just hitting it on the head today. The world, it is said, is in constant search for men and women who are not for sale. Mm. Some people have said that our whole country right now is up for sale. We know that's not true, but unfortunately, we have people that is making it seem that way that's leading our country. Individuals who are honest, who promote the highest degree of integrity, who are sound from center to circumference, true to the heart's core. Courageous men and women who neither blink nor flinch at the first sign of adversity. Bold individuals who know their places and fill them. If there is any power that can reverse the fortunes of a race, it is character. Mm, mm, mm. I think I told somebody that the other day. I said, we have to be careful as a people that in all that is happening, we have to be careful as a people that we don't become the thing we hate. As a people, we have to become even more true to our own character, in our own moral system, in our own um, moral code, in our own values. But you don't win any war by becoming the thing you hate. You don't win a war against cruelty by becoming cruel. You don't win a war against chaos by becoming chaotic. I'm going to say this line again because I think it's powerful. If there's any power that can reverse the fortunes of a race, it is character. There may be little culture, sparse abilities, and fewer resources. Yet, if there be a character of sterling excellence, mhm, black excellence, it will demand influence and it will command respect. Even if they don't want to shake your hand, they won't be able to deny that you came with excellence. Even if they don't want to call you your name and they want to insert your name as boy or girl, they will not be able to deny the fact that you came, you conquered, and you achieved. Hmm. Yeah. Picture, if you will, Harriet Tubman without the thirst for freedom. How about the march toward equality without Martin Luther King? Or Kenya without Jomo Kenyatta? Or South Africa without Nelson Mandela's will to hold on? Every thought that enters your mind, every word you utter, makes its impression upon the innermost fiber of your being. And the result of these impressions is your character. You are right now in the place that belongs to you, for it is the one you have earned by your consciousness. Ooh-wee. I'm going to say that again. You are right now in the place that belongs to you, for it is the one you've earned by your consciousness. So look around. What is the place that you are in physically? What's the place that you are in mentally? That's the place that you've earned by your consciousness. It is always a good place because you are in the right position to learn the lessons that you need to propel yourself to a new and improved stage of personal growth. And the affirmation today is, when my thoughts are right, I will always be in my right place. Now, I don't know about you, but I have landed over my life, I have landed in some pretty dire places. I've landed in some pretty um, despairing places. I've landed in some places where I have gone to sleep and said, you know what, if I just don't wake up tomorrow, I'll be okay with that. Take me to a better place. But then my mind says it's not going to always be this way. My mind said this is a temporary situation. My mind said you're already at rock bottom. You're already in the pit. There's nowhere to go but up. So I truly believe this. When my thoughts are right, I will always be in my right place. It may not look like what I want it to look like wherever I am, but my thought life began to drive the place where I knew I was supposed to be. And so when I tell parts of my story and people are like, well, how did you get out of that? The only thing I can tell them is my mind and my creator, mind and creator, mind and creator. That's how we, my husband and I, got out. Because at some point, there we were going through things that nobody could get us out of. We were going through things that nobody could answer for us. So we had to allow our mind to be able to do the work that needed to be done to help us to begin to ascend out of a place that we were in. And so when I hear people now talk about the power of your will and the power of your mind, I get it. Before, I didn't understand that. I was like, whatever. This is some hocus pocus they're talking. But if you've ever been in a place of despair, if you've ever been in a place where your back is against the wall, if you've ever been in a place where nobody can help you, you can't communicate with anybody, it's you and your mind and your creator, you probably understand the will, the power of your mind and the will to transform where you are into where you want to be. So, my encouragement to you today, again, is to don't let the outside chaos, confusion, and cruelty that you see happening, don't let that begin to be the thing that infiltrates your mind and shapes your mind. You are your own culture shaper. You are your own mind shaper. So, what you decide to feed your mind with today, what you decide to put inside your mind today, is going to determine, as he said, your consciousness that's going to be creating where you are in the future. So start today. Think about it. What in my life can I eliminate that's causing confusion? What in my life can I eliminate that's hindering me from seeing the place I need to be in? Am I focusing too much on what's happening externally? And am I not paying attention to what's happening within me? All right. This has been another episode of Daring Dialogues. I want to thank you for your time and attention. It's Get Free Friday, so I hope that you're doing something today to get free and to stay free in your own life. Remember, light is the most daring opposition to darkness, so continue to go out and be light. We're going to have a short talk back over on Daring Dialogues, our IG page. Feel free to join us there to hear the talk back. Be well, and most importantly, be light.